Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Salt Lake City Flyers and the Chicago Blues. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Salt Lake City Flyers and the Chicago Blues. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Salt Lake City, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season. And we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, Connor looking for space. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Time to run through the starters on the defensive side for Chicago. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
From the gun on third down, Graves. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Graves. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Graves, open man there, that's Bellamy. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Graves. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
They run with Connor, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Graves. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Connor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Graves. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Graves. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. To throw on 3rd down. Gordon firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Gordon. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. I have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Graves. And he finds Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Bellamy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake. Graves. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off play action. Graves. That'll be complete to Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Operating from the gun. Graves. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start the drive with Connor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake. Graves. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Graves. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Graves. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The offense on 3rd down, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Graves. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On the draw, Connor. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the run is Connor, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off-play action. Graves. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. And this is Cook with a grab.
Keep playing.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Operating from the gun, Graves. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is now 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. From the gun on 3rd down, Gordon. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Connor. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Graves looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a draw play. This is Connor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Bellamy. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. This offense so far on 3rd down, they amazingly have not seen a 4th down yet. They've converted under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Ready? On 1st and 10, Gordon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Gordon. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go, baby.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On 1st down, Graves. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get things started in the NFC West with L.A. making the trip to the desert to take on Arizona. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. The Rams seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. 20-6 was the final. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that game all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Gordon. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Full start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And on now is the punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Again, a run with Connor. And an alley to run. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On 2nd down. It's Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On third down, Bellamy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Graves. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On the draw, Connor.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on first down. Graves. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now it's Connor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw on 2nd down. Graves. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got Quill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Completes it to Quick. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready. Clear. 60 yards. You ain't going nowhere. Joker. Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Gordon. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
You
just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They begin on the ground here with Connor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. 65. Check.
On 1st down, Connor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Graves. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Graves. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
55 to Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Get it. I'll go.
To throw on second down, Gordon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Gordon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
False start, offense.
So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Gordon. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Gordon got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They come up short here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up.
Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
Start offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. This is Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. And his kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Ready. Mike 3. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Throwing after the interception. Gordon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Gordon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Now Connor. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Check.
Off the play fake. Graves. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Connor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the gun on 3rd down, Graves. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mike 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hold up.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Graves looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run here with Connor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Connor. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.